On the other hand, many countries with colder weather climates tend to prefer beer. The reason for this is that the grains used to produce beer, like wheat, barley, and rye, tend to do a lot better in harsher, wetter climates, such as those on the British Isles, Germany, and Scandinavia. As a result of this, you have Germany, quite possibly the most iconic beer producer in the world, as well as the Netherlands, famous for Heineken, the most popular beer in the world, period. In areas where you have the most Celtic influence, like Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, you tend to have very dark beers, also known as stouts. Generally speaking, these have a higher color tone, tend to be more bitter, and tend to be far darker in color than the sorts of beers you see in other parts of the continent. Beers coming from Southern Europe, generally speaking, are more likely to be lagers with a lighter color. However, keep in mind there are plenty of exceptions. In the UK in particular, you see a lot of Indian Pale Ale, also known as IPAs. These have a lot of hops in them. Hops are one of the 4 key ingredients of beer, along with grain, water, and yeast. Because the British Empire spanned a gigantic swath of the world, and because they required alcohol to have such a long shelf life, these IPAs ended up spreading around the world. Most notably to places such as India, where the name comes from. And they're also particularly popular in other parts of the world, namely New England in the United States. These beers tend to be a little bit more polarizing, as they have more of a bitter and floral flavor. In Germany, the region most famed for its beer production would be Bavaria. This is part of the southwest of Germany, also known as being the most German part of Germany, with its iconic architecture and Oktoberfest, which is basically centered around stuffing your face with tons of beer, pretzels, and sausages. Today, Germany, along with the Netherlands and the United States, are the biggest exporters of beer around the world.